Hello, welcome to the Fifth Star Podcast. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Albert.
And we tied!
Oh, man, I can't believe it.
After we said we couldn't possibly tie, we were made fools.
All that work feels like it was all for nothing. There isn't even a clear winner. I have some proposals.
Okay.
Or I have a proposal that we'll get to later.
Okay.
About how we're going to break this tie. But in the meantime, what did you think about the Oscars overall? Any initial thoughts?
I mean, I thought Conan did a great job.
Okay.
I thought the presenters were awkward. Like, almost all of them were really weird.
I thought some of them were not bad.
Some
like
of
the
them
Anna
were a little
Winters
funny.
and Anne Hathaway. I thought that was pretty good.
But there were some weird, awkward pauses that it just felt like the beats weren't, I don't know. So I'm wondering what it's going to be like when there's like no host at all.
What was your favorite bit from Conan or funniest moment from the night?
Probably the ping pong battles.
You liked
That was so
Timothy
funny.
Chalamet bum drum?
A lot of people said he was the butt of the joke of the evening.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk more about the individual awards, but I don't know. Is there any part of you that felt a little bad for Timmy?
A little bit, yeah.
He just kind of was the punching bag throughout the night, and then he didn't even win the award.
And he's already been the punching bag for several weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is going through his head. I'm sure his PR team is like, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Don't even make a comment.
Next time you get nominated, just don't do any campaigning.
Just don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. Like, it seems like he lost it. Right?
I know. And it is sad because, like, I do think he did a good job as Marty.
Mm-hmm.
But he does kind of just come off as quite cocky and quite full of himself.
He's
And
confident
so,
in his own talent.
He is.
Maybe a little
like,
too much, but yes.
It's funny because, like, when he won the SAG last year and he made his speech, it got a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, people
like,
thinking, wow, he's really, like, good for him, saying,
mm-hmm.
like, what he wants and not being afraid to, like, speak his dream into existence.
Yeah.
But then he also has commented that speech was done around the same time that he was shooting Marty Supreme. So he was like in character.
In that space.
He was like being Marty kind of, or like maybe Marty was influencing some of that, like him wanting to be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Marty impacted him in a real way more than we think. Or was he always like this?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of times people are like, I think that's maybe the reason why the performance is so good and believable is because it's kind of the way he is. But, you know, third time nominee, and he took a real spanking.
He did.
And you would think that's enough to get an Oscar.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about Leo. We've talked about this during the last episode. He got how many nominations before he finally won?
5. I got it wrong.
Yeah.
It was 5.
But the one that he got it for was Revenant, right?
Yes.
And it was like, look at all of the physical abuse he took on set, like crawling in animal skin and all this stuff. I mean, it was just like such an intense, committed role that it seems like that's kind of the thing that Chalamet did for this role, that, you know, taking the spanking.
Not quite as
I mean, not to that
intense
level, I guess. Yeah, like not being in the cold and all that, like Leo was, But
Leo is a good comparison because I do feel like he's on a similar trajectory.
Yeah, they're young superstars, really ultra talented, but the Academy wants to wait until you've kind of gotten older.
Leo's first nomination was for Gilbert Grape, and he was young.
He was really young, but he was phenomenal.
Yeah, he's very consistent. Mm-hmm. So I think Timothy Chalamet, eventually he'll get it.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so too. He's just too talented.
Yeah.
And, you know, whether it be being Bob Dylan or Marty Reisman, like, he just goes so hard into these roles and into these characters that you just got to believe. And as he gets older, some of that more wise aura is going to come out, hopefully. And I think that's going to really help his image. But since we're talking about it, let's talk about Michael B. Jordan getting it. How
I was
did you
pretty
feel?
proud.
Yeah.
Not just that I guessed him. I was just proud that he like.
You're proud of yourself.
No. That's what I'm trying to say.
Way to take the shine away from Michael B. Jordan.
I'm trying to say that like him, I thought his speech was really good.
It was, yeah.
And I thought, like, as soon as he went up there, I was like, I'm actually really glad that he got it because he really did kill it. And it's so cool that it's like his first nomination and then his first Oscars. Like, but he's been a consistently good actor in so many other roles that I'm like, yeah, he's great. Like, he's been great since what, Friday Night Lights?
So I was thinking about that. I was like, man, I remember him, you know, Friday Night Lights, and then also on The Wire.
That's right, he was on The Wire too.
Yeah. And I'm like, that kid, I mean, he was like a teenager, but like he's grown up and now he's standing here as the best Oscar winner.
Yeah.
And it just made us so like, yeah, proud of like his career, his achievement. So well deserved. I mean, he's done like Fruitvale Station, like so many great roles along the way too.
Yeah.
That, you know, he's really, it feels so deserved. He was great in Sinners. He wears it really well.
He does.
Like as he goes up to accept it, you're just like, yeah, this feels so right.
And he kept it humble.
Yep.
But like still I don't know.
Yeah, he's like
cool.
goes up,
cool.
he's like, "What's up, Mom?"
Yeah.
That was so sweet.
Sinners had so many great moments.
It did. Yeah. So
like, the cinematography.
Oh man.
We were like, if it wins, that'll be awesome.
Autumn Archipald.
Even though we didn't guess it.
Yeah, man. So we both guessed that it was gonna be one battle,
right?
Because it won all the early precursors and all that. We were secretly pulling for the Archipald win.
Yeah.
And to see it actually happen,
it was so good.
And it was like, okay, she's the first woman now in this category. I think it's the last category. That was the last category that didn't have a female winner, right?
I think
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
And even the interesting thing is that with casting, being the first time and a woman winning it, that's true still. Like now a woman has won in every category. I mean, obviously,
and a man hasn't.
Exactly. So now is how many years it's going to take for a man to win in best casting. Yeah, that was such an awesome moment. She was phenomenal. She was giving tribute to the great females before her. The moment when she tells all the women to stand up.
Yeah.
Like, man, as a man, I felt touched. How did it feel as a woman?
It's so cool. It's so cool to see that happen because it's like, I don't know. I think especially for cinematography, it feels like such a man's world.
Boys club.
Yeah. Like, and it's hard to be taken seriously, you know? I'm not, like, I would not say my strength is cinematography, but I do know a lot of, like, really good. Thank you. Yeah. But I do know a lot of female artists that are amazing. Like, I think the Severance DP is amazing.
Oh my gosh, she's fantastic.
She's so good. Yeah, so it's cool to see her getting that recognition and then like also choosing to recognize her fellow workers or whatever you call them, compatriots.
Yeah. But I mean, like even the I Lied to You sequence. Oh, like so that's like a one shot kind of thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the performance.
Well, that too. Shot. But yeah, even that shot is just like, man, what a like amazing piece of cinema, right? Yeah. That she created. But just the overall like look and the way that the whole movie shot is so great. So just a great moment overall. But yeah, what did you think of the performances? So we got I Lied to You, we got Golden.
And that was it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I actually thought Lied to You, the performance was way cooler. But they had a lot more to like work with, I guess, because they were incorporating like all these different nationalities and culture and all these different instruments. And it was just really interesting to watch. And like, personally, I like that song more than Golden because like Golden is like an excellent pop song.
Yeah, it
is like a perfectly structured popular song, gets stuck in your head. I get why it won, and I mean I voted for it to win, but Lied to You is just so interesting, like musically. It's different, it's original, it's like cool.
Yeah,
so What did you think of
So,
the musical performance?
I mean, I thought that Lie to You was great. It just the fact that they were recreating what was happening, that whole sequence in the movie, but it's
Yeah.
like live theater.
Yeah.
That was so impressive. It's
It
like
was
so
so
well
cool.
done. The golden, like, I was really looking forward to the performance. I thought they were great. Like EJ hits the note.
I was worried, but she did it.
But she hit it. You know, she had come out earlier in like a talk show a few months ago and did it. I think that was like her first like live performance.
Yeah.
And there it seemed like I think she had like a cold or something at that point, so it was kind of like a little bit of a struggle. So this time I thought like that performance or the singing was better.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool that it started off with like the Korean dancers and the Korean traditional thing, like hanboks.
I like that too.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. But I just thought like the song came way too late in the show. So by the time it got to it, you're just like, okay, like I'm ready for the show to like keep moving. So, and my kids were staying up to hopefully see it, but it just was getting too late. So they got to see the K-pop Demon Hunters win, but they didn't get to see the performance. So I just thought that was like, I would have flipped the order, you know, like put Golden first. Everyone's kind of waiting for it, kind of give it its moment and then move on.
Yeah.
And then I Lie to You would just still hit really hard, you know, and then kind of be setting up for maybe, you know, some of the other winners. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I thought overall, like, it was nice that they just did 2 instead of like 5 performances.
Why didn't they do more?
I guess like
Do you
they
know?
just, I don't know, like maybe to cut down on time and,
I guess.
you know, just stick with the more popular things.
Okay. The In Memoriam was so long.
Okay.
I feel like if they could cut on any time, it would be that. Even though, like, I found it really honorable.
Yeah.
And a lot of great people did pass. I was like, this is really long. No wonder they cut the songs.
Yeah. It was longer than it normally would be. But I thought it was really well done because you had so many giants pass this year.
That's true.
And like, I mean, think about it. Like they only highlighted 3 people like with actual like presenters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you had Billy Crystal come out and do a whole thing on Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
Which when you just see his films and the fact that these films were like sequentially, like he released them
and
in a
his
row.
death was so tragic.
Yeah.
It's like giving him the respect.
Yeah, and so you're like, okay, that was such a touching moment. And then you had Rachel McAdams with Diane Keaton, and then you had Barbara Streisand with Robert Redford. So like those are already huge, so much so that they couldn't even pay full tribute to like Robert Duvall. There were just like so many people. You're like, oh my gosh, it's like all this happened this year.
Yeah.
So I think they had no choice but to. It would have been terrible if we just got the slideshow of all these people.
It's hard though because to me, I feel like at least 2 or 3 really big people die every year. Like
I don't know.
The year Alan Rickman died, I remember there were at least 3 big stars that all died that year. I can't remember who else it was, but I remember it was Alan Rickman's year. So personally, I understand it. I thought it was just gonna be the Rob Reiner tribute, and then the rest would be a slideshow.
Yeah.
But then they like kept bringing people out, and I was like, this is really long. Like it was definitely by far the longest segment.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I just found it to be really long.
I do not want to be the showrunner or the producer for the show.
Yeah.
Because having to make that call based on who's passed that year and how to best handle it, I thought they did a great job. It felt so meaningful. And I think what I appreciate about the fact that they really highlighted those careers is that, you know, every year we watch the Oscars and we honor the films that were great that year. But this is the one moment in the show where you kind of remember, like, this is part of this legacy. And these films will hopefully live on forever.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of like what ties the past to the present. And it kind of gives more weight to it. Otherwise, it really is just like Conan comes up and he talks about how Ryan Coogler is like, oh, he doesn't want to be part of the Academy because he doesn't want to critique other people's work, his peers' work. He's like, but all of you jerks seem to enjoy doing it, or pricks seem to enjoy doing that. And that's what it, like, without remembering that this is art and is part of like a legacy.
Yeah.
It does kind of just feel like a bunch of, you know, like artists just sitting around like kind of judging each other, giving each other accolades,
really
right?
appreciated PTA's comment about how like in 1975 or 6 it was like
Yeah.
Jaws, Barry Lyndon,
Yeah,
like all of these perfect movies,
Yeah.
One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest,
Yeah.
and it's like all of them were up for Best Picture, and like how can you even decide between those because they're all good for different reasons.
Yeah.
And so that was like such a good way of like saying it's cool that we won this award, but also like all of you deserve it. Like all of these other movies did a fantastic job as well.
It's like how many times we look back on Oscars and go, how did they give it to this movie and overlook this classic that lived on forever? Yes, in the moment, there's like factors of why these things happen, but time is ultimately like the final judge, right?
Yeah.
And time in the future generations will look back and kind of reevaluate and decide who the real winners are. And I think
that's such a good line.
Yeah, in that sense, yeah, like they all could live on forever, right? So
honestly,
okay, getting to maybe some of the surprises,
Yeah.
And how our specific bets went. So best cinematography, we both got wrong, but we were happy to see Sinners win there. Best documentary, we both picked wrong. So I was surprised that it wasn't A Perfect Neighbor. The more and more I thought about after I said Alabama Solution, I was like, I have no chance of winning this. I don't know why I did that.
But that was second place.
Alabama Solution?
That was apparently like the second, like that was supposed to be the runner-up.
When did they announce that? How did you find that out?
It's like based on polling.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so maybe I wasn't as far as I thought. That's crazy because I thought A Perfect Neighbor was definitely guaranteed to win. I made the mistake of watching all of these, and so I just wasn't as into Mr. Nobody Against Putin, so that's why I didn't go for it. But yeah, so that one, and then Best International Feature, Sentimental Value did win. Did you feel?
I knew it was gonna win.
Okay.
I was watching it and I was like, yeah, it's going to be Sentimental Value. There's no way.
Were you disappointed?
Oh, yes. Because I thought it was just an accident was better. And I really thought, like with the political aspects, it would like get more charge. But yeah, oh well, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, Sentimental Value was still a really good movie, right? You enjoyed it still. So.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah. So I think, that was still a worthy win. Now, when Best Casting came up, we both had picked Sinners.
Yeah.
And then when One Battle won, I was like, because going into the night, there was this like undercurrent of could Sinners just surprise and just actually sweep a bunch of stuff?
Yeah.
But then it turned out, well, when this happened, I was like, oh, I guess that's not happening. So I don't know how you felt, but I was surprised that One Battle won. And then I thought, okay, I don't think Michael B. Jordan's winning. I don't think Wunmi Masaku's winning. Or she had already lost. But I was like, okay, I think it's going to be One Battle all the way. And I felt better about my Timmy pick. But I don't know. How did you feel when One Battle won?
I didn't think about it that way.
Okay.
I mean, we talked about it, but like casting being a new category, it's so hard for us to know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Like, what is best casting and how will they judge that? But I mean, I guess it makes sense because the cast for One Battle was strong. I mean, almost all of them got nominations.
Yeah.
But then Sinners too. I think the only nom it didn't get was Best Actress. But
I guess there was
it did
also
for everything else. So.
But I guess like maybe what tipped it over the edge was like her finding like a new up and comer or unknown in like Chase Infinity. Like that might have kind of been.
Didn't it, like Sinners, what's his name? Wasn't he kind of an unknown?
Oh, was he? Okay.
Forgot his name actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe that's why,
But
like
he
people
did such
didn't
a great
really
job.
know.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was close. Both casts were really great.
So then that's the question is best casting like finding or discovering an unknown that's really good, or is it about casting stars?
Yeah. Like if they had the award last year with the casting director for Honora won, because they found Michael Madison. I don't know. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens next year. But then when Autumn Archipel won for cinematography and that upset One Battle, I was like, uh-oh. I guess maybe Michael B. Jordan could still be happening. So I was I was
so excited.
like torn and going back and forth.
Because I thought I had lost at that point.
Yeah.
Like, once they did sentimental value, I was like, I'm done for. And then Michael B. Jordan won, and I was like, what?
Yeah. So that ended up being our tie.
Yep.
So.
But we each only got 4 wrong. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's probably the best I've ever done.
I mean, I think so for me too. We didn't mention this during last episode, but we traditionally do not vote on the shorts.
Yeah.
Because there's such a crapshoot anyway. We don't, like, they make or break, like, someone's Oscar pool. So
yeah,
we just didn't want to, like, leave it up to that. So we just do the major categories, the feature categories. So here's one proposal I have for how to break our tie.
Okay.
It is that even though we didn't do the shorts, in our other poll that we did with some of our friends, we did just did an we still had to pick shorts, and
we're not gonna do it. And
actually got all of those 3 right.
But I guessed randomly and did 0 research.
And I didn't watch any of them, and I still got them all right. So
I mean, that is impressive.
So I propose that I just win straight out.
No.
Because
that wouldn't be fair, because we would have actually done research, and you were the one who said I don't want to do shorts. You were the one who voted we just leave shorts out.
If I did research, I wouldn't have got any of them right.
Really? I think you still would have.
I don't know.
I think you still would have.
I think, like, there's a part of me that's like, the categories I get wrong are the ones that I actually, like, really care about because I've watched all of them. Like, best documentary, I keep getting wrong.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah, maybe next year I just don't watch, like, best documentary or best international and then just go with the vibes. No.
All right, here's my proposal.
Okay, I have another proposal.
Because it was my birthday. You could give me this gift as a birthday present.
Happy belated birthday. Today is not your birthday, so I think that ship has passed.
Okay, that was a joke.
Okay, here's my real proposal. I propose that we determine and settle this tie over the next few episodes, where when we do our guesses for what we think we gave, rated each movie for that week, we keep track of who gets it right, and the first person to get to 3 wins the tiebreaker.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But if we both get it right for each other, or both get it wrong, obviously, but if we both get it right, we won't count that as a plus point. So it has to be 3 distinct plus ones,
I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I'll give you another idea.
Okay.
So this I'm stealing from my friend and one of our viewers, Jaina. She thought, she had an idea where we both win, but we each get 1 veto ability. So if
what?
Yeah. So I could, like,
I really don't want to read a book, Jamie. At all costs.
But I could present to you a couple book options, and then you would, like, get to choose from those 3 or whatever. And then you would present 3 movies to me, and I would get to veto 1 of them. Or 4. You'd present 4, and then I'd get to veto 1 of them.
I think that's a cool idea, Jaina, but I say that we have a true winner.
No, I really need Albert to read a book, guys.
So I'd say over the next few episodes, we don't know how many it's going to necessarily take, but we get to 3 distinct, good, right guesses.
Dang it.
Deal? Deal? Handshake?
Okay. 3 right guesses. Well, dang.
So, yeah, any last closing thoughts? You happy?
I'm like kind of happy. I'm still scared.
Yeah.
I'm still scared of losing this bet, but
yeah, well, I thought the movies this year were really solid. So I thought it was a good ceremony, and
it was.
Yeah, we're starting it all over again, and
I know.
Next week we're going to be reviewing
Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary. So
which I'm reading the book right now.
Nice.
Nearly done.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll be starting off a new season with Project Hail Mary next week.
So please follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Letterboxd.
And join us next time as I beat Jamie in the Oscar bet.
Or I will win, hopefully.
All right, see you next time.